that's how you end a series. That's how you end a series, alright? Listen, I came into this show late. When I started watching it, it was already on episode 3. The only reason why I started watching it is because one of my subscribers said, hey, check out this show called Happy Sugar Life. It's kind of fucked up. And I was like, oh, alright, well, let's check it out. I watched the 2 first episodes and I wasn't impressed. I thought it was a show that I could potentially drop midway. But I think from episode 7 and on, this show got better and better. Like, it really hit a stride. And for me, it was firing on all cylinders. I compared this show to Future Diary for the obvious observations. There's a pink-haired yandere character whose love interest is physically weak. And let me apologize, because this show was better than Future Diary ever could be. And I think the best thing about this show is that Sato is so engaging. On one hand, you want her to fail because you know she's a murderer. You know she's in the wrong for the most part of the show. But then in this episode, you see that she actually felt regret for killing Shoko. She's looking in Shoko's eyes and it looked like she was about to cry. That's a character moment that you would not have gotten from Future Diary. Not from Yuno. Another moment I like from Sato is when she stayed silent when Asahi and Shio were talking. Obviously, Asahi was trying to get Shio to come home. He told Shio, yo, our mom fucked up. She feels bad for what she did. Shio, please come home. Our mom wants you home. I want you home. Please come back. I had expected that Sato wasn't going to let that conversation go down. I thought that she was going to become desperate and try to break them apart and not let them talk whatsoever. But the fact that she just sat there and just let them have their words, it could have been possibly because her leg was injured. But either way, I just like the fact that she didn't interrupt it and then she let Shio come to her. Now let me clarify. I don't like the relationship between Shio and Sato, alright? I don't condone it whatsoever. Even though Sato is more like a guardian to Shio rather than a lover, she's still a pedophile. But something I had to ask myself was, would this show work if Shio was an older age? And then I said, no, it wouldn't have worked. So even though I don't agree with the relationship between Sato and Shio, it was necessary for this show to work. But I gotta tell you, man, I'm still thinking about the ending, and I think it just wrapped everything up beautifully. Of course, Sato and Shio jumped off the building, and Sato is the only one who died from it. Although Shio is physically alright, it seems that emotionally and mentally, she's kind of unstable. And then you gotta feel bad for Asahi because he tried so hard throughout this whole series, and although he got Shio back, now it's a completely different Shio. She's really not even a little kid anymore. And with Taiyo, I think he's completely broken, alright? I don't think there's any saving him at this point. I still feel a little bad for Taiyo because even though he was a pedo, he didn't really do anything wrong. Yet he got abused twice by older women. And while some people in my comment section might not mind being abused by Sato's aunt, he didn't want the contact. And no means no. And then Sato's aunt, I mean, oh my goodness. She's just so fucking crazy. She burnt down the building. She probably killed a couple of people along the way. I don't know. Maybe not. But either way, she committed arson. And then at the end, you just see her getting arrested. And she's like, yep, it was me. Sato's aunt is completely off the rails, and I love it, to be honest. And then we had Sato's teacher who got arrested as well. And I'm not too sure what he got arrested for. I know he's committed crimes, but what does the cops know about him that got him arrested? I mean, it can't be about the bodies that he burned, because how would the cops know about that? And it can't be because he was stalking Sato, because Sato is dead. So I want to know, what did he do or what did he get caught with that, you know, got him arrested? And you gotta feel bad for Sato's co-worker because she was obviously in love with Sato. She got Sato some passports and all of that, and it was all for nothing. But yeah, I really enjoyed the ending, and to be honest, I did not expect to give Happy Sugar Life any high praise. If I had to give this show a number ranking, I might give it an 8 out of 10, to be honest. I know that seems like crazy. That's pretty high for me, but I really enjoyed this show. And again, I did not expect to enjoy it. I think this show is grossly underrated. I know the beginning and the whole premise of it is going to turn people off with the whole age gap, but once you get down to it and you start watching these episodes, I think anybody would enjoy this. So thank you to all the fans of Happy Sugar Life. It was a great end to this series. But guys, that is it for this review. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Satsuki the Savage, out.